Test. What's going on, yo? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. We got a few setups we're looking at right now. I'm in this setup right here. I was looking at GJ as well, but GJ ended up taking it off, so we're gonna look for a retest or a break and retest here. But if y'all was in a live stream yesterday, this is why I said I was not gonna look for sales yesterday. You could have granted, well, that was even London session. You could have caught a small sell, but look what happened going into Tokyo session. Price pushed back up and exploded. That's why yesterday I wasn't looking for sales on GU or GJ, because we were still technically bullish. And that's why, as you can see last night, price flew to the upside. So now we're gonna be looking for continued buys here. Give me 1 second though. I gotta type this stuff because gold's going crazy right now. I still do not get why they make the what you call it. Give me 1 second. Like, why they have futures and forex indices so fucking off from each other? I don't get that shit still. 44.72. But we're up on this right now. So we just hit TP. This thing's going stupid. What the hell? We literally just entered this shit. So this one, unless you was looking at the chart, I literally just called this shit out. So I don't even think the mirrors was able to get a good entry on this shit. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm in this shit. So we'll see if it retraces or not. But that thing just went crazy off the London Open. So I wouldn't recommend jumping into this now. I'd wait for a retracement because obviously I didn't expect it to fly like that. But that's why I was a little bit behind on starting the live, because I saw some setups marinating, so I had to get these signals written up. But this is also why I do the Sunday chart analysis, the newer price watch list, etc., because price is not going to always be like, oh, you know, Wade's trying to type up a signal. Let's pull our chairs out and wait for him to post a signal to the members and things like that. This is also why I have alerts all over the place, but we're about to see how this plays out right here. So if gold can break above and maintain 44.70 as support, we're going to look for continued buys here. I'm about to move my stop loss and profit just in case it rejects. I'm about to move this out the way so we can see this a little bit better as well. Let me know if the audio is sounding good, y'all. So again, members, y'all see what my entry is, so do not jump in that right now because we're at TP4, TP5 right now. So with GJ, we're going to be looking for buys as well. So we're either going to look for price to retest and maintain 211.40 as support, or if we could break above and maintain 211.60 as support, we're going to go for buys going to 211.80. But again, if y'all was in the live stream yesterday or members the newer price watch, this is why I said I wasn't looking for sales on GU or, I mean, not GU. I said we could look for sales on GU, but I said I wasn't going to look for sales on GJ. Because again, what did price do last night? It flew back to the upside, bringing back the bullish momentum, right? So we might see a normally large candlestick on GJ today, but depending on how price plays out. We do have news today as well. We have the 8:30 news and 10 a.m. news. We're going to go live with the members and students in 8:30 news. Members be on the lookout for that link. But yeah, and I didn't take this one because it didn't retest, and this played out before London. Well, this happened right on the London Open, actually. No, that's not. This is the London Open. Yeah, so nothing we could do about that. So I'm going to move my SL on profit on this, though, just in case it tries to reject or something. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop in the chat. Yeah, it looks like GJ. So we're going to be looking for to see if it's going to hold this level or retrace. I would like to see it retrace and retest this level. That'd be nice. But we're just going to have to wait to see what price does. Got a new video lined up for y'all today. Make sure to be on the lookout for that and have y'all's noties on. Dropped some videos for you earlier this week as well. If y'all did not check those out, make sure to check those out today and this weekend. Make sure to like the live as well. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Appreciate those that be liking the live as soon as I hop up in here. We're almost at 4,500 subscribers. We can get to that easily. I'm eyeing gold hard right now. Yeah, I just took the setup. Like that's why I was late to the live, because, and that's also sometimes why I'm never like live on 3 o'clock on the dot, but like 5 minutes or 10 minutes behind, because I saw this setup playing out and I was looking for the retest, and literally right off the London Open, it retested, and as soon as I finished typing up the setup and entered it, it pushed up right after 305, and that's when we went live at 305, right? So this one happened pretty quick, but we've been talking about buys all week. Small buy setup played out yesterday, but then I got wicked out of it, and then it did a big ass move an hour and a half before market close, which is ridiculous. This was yesterday. Wicked me out, then it just did a big ass move, did the full move I was looking for, but it is what it is. And then of course we took buys on Tuesday. So looking at today, if we can break past these next couple of levels, and depending on what price does today, I wouldn't say we would explode back to the all-time highs, but we can definitely be back close to the all-time highs today. We just need to break this level here. We're about to see what this next 15 looks like though. Again, members, that move happened pretty quick, so do not enter right now. I give y'all my entries for a reason, so you know where price is at, where I entered at, and the best price for you to look for a setup at right there. And look at how GJ's halted here. This is exactly why we mark off these key price levels, right? It's not a coincidence that price broke and exploded here and then halted here. Just like we look at gold, it's not a coincidence that price retested and starting to explode off this level right here. All right, new 15 just popped up, so we're gonna look to see if it's gonna retrace and retest, or it's gonna break and retest this level right here. Let's see what gold's up to right now. So gold's kind of just chilling right here. We're gonna be looking for US30 YM buys today as well. Again, we do have news at 8:30 and 10 o'clock, so make sure to keep that in mind. But we're still looking for buys on US30 YM today. Not gonna look for NAS no more, because NAS, after we took that buy setup on Wednesday, failed to continue to push up. So we're gonna be looking for continued buys on US30. Alright. As long as we maintain a 49.60 as support, I'm still gonna look for buys. So as far as where we're at right now, I'm either gonna look for price to retest 49.230 as support, or if we could break above 49.390 as support, we could look for buys heading back to the all-time highs. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Instagram playmaker_wait, TikTok _playmaker_wait_. Got some new posts lined up for y'all today. Also got a new video for YouTube dropping for y'all today as well. And I'm going to be tallying up how we did last year. So I'm going to do the recap of how we did last year, but you can see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. And we're going to pull it up in a second, but we're just going to watch and see how gold plays right here. Again, I'm not sure if the members was able to hop in with me, because literally as soon as I caught the signal, the thing exploded. So I'm going to just say I'm the only one in this setup right now as far as gold's concerned. Not in GJ, because it did not retest. As you can see, London session kept pushing up. So we're just going to have to wait. Gold's still pushing. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, y'all. Join the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. As far as how we're doing so far this week, we did not take a trade yesterday. I did not call any signals out. Did not take a trade. GJ and GU was retracing all day. NAS didn't do shit. I wasn't looking at US30 yesterday. Could have caught myself on US30 yesterday, but I wasn't looking at it. Is what it is. And then gold didn't really do anything until like 12 o'clock. So there was no setups yesterday. Currently in this gold setup right now. It's been chilling in profit. We're at a 1-to-1 right now. Looking to see if we can take this next level and hold it as support. And they're also looking for retracement and retest on GJ right now. Again, this is why I do not break out trade. Imagine if we would have FOMO'd and missed the setup and then try to jump in because the price broke this level. We would have took an unnecessary loss for no reason. Again, patience is so important. Patience is so important. If you already missed the setup, you might as well wait for the next setup or for it to come back to your entry. There's no point of, oh, I missed the setup, let me jump into it now. You see what I mean? Going to be doing the recap of how we ended last year later on today. I'll probably drop that around 10 o'clock today or sometime in the middle of New York session. But as far as how we're doing so far this week, with the members, we're 4-1 for the week. We took a NAS setup on Wednesday, caught a nice 1-to-4 RR. Then Tuesday, we took 3 trades, took 2 wins, 1 loss. Took an L on gold. Let me go to that one real quick. Then re-entered in New York session, caught the same buy setup, canceled out that loss. And then we also took a GJ setup, also 1-to-4 RR. So we're up a shit ton to start off the year. And then Monday, we caught a GU sell. It was a 1-to-1. As far as how we did last quarter and last month, October, we went 30 wins, 4 losses. November 27 wins, 3 losses. December 23 wins, 5 losses. In the quarter, 80 wins, 12. 87% win rate, 305,170 pips. So I'm going to be telling you all this stuff later on. We do have news later on today as well, so make sure to be on the lookout for that. We'll be going live with the members and students during the 6 or 8:30 news to see how the markets play out during that. But yeah, right now, you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. You got any questions, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. Make sure, if y'all did not already, to get the best 2 trading books in the game. Understand how the charts work with this playbook. Have your trading plan, trading psychology down pat with this playbook. All the stuff's linked in the description. Linked all throughout the free Telegram bios, all that good stuff. But yeah, so we're about to see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. All right, new 15 just popped up. Let's see what we got going on. So we're still gonna wait for GJ. Again, we're waiting for price to retest our level. Looks like it's about to try to do that. Gold's also retracing a little bit. Got my SL in profit on this. I'm about to see how it reacts to this level right here. Again, we do have bullish momentum, but we need to break this resistance level here at 44.78 and hold that support for us to continue to push upwards. All right, if we fail to do so, we could see price reverse. All right, so that's what I gotta get rid of all these other levels. Let's get rid of all this shit. Again, if you got any questions, drop in the chat. Don't just be, waiting for a setup or a signal. Pay attention to how the markets are reacting to the levels. Pay attention to how the candlesticks are moving. Because this is the realistic side of trading, right? This is the realistic side of trading. US30 is trying to retrace a little bit as well. Get a little bit lower. A little bit lower. Let's see if it traces a little bit more. I don't want to pull the trigger just yet on this. I want to go lower. All right, we're all the way back down, so we're about to see if we can hold it right here. We're about to see if we can hold it right here. Again, if you got any questions, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. Let's see if we can hold. Gold also retraced as well, so members is back at our original entry. For those that wasn't able to get in initially, we're back at our original entry. That was a quick little small move though. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I was the only one, unless someone was in gold buys beforehand. As soon as I called that setup, the thing flew. Let's see if GJ can hold right here. All right, we're back at our entry. Then GJ's here as well. All right, so I got wicked. I'm gonna look for a re-entry on this though. And I'm looking to see if GJ again. If GJ can maintain 211.40 as support, we can look for buys going back up to our here. Again, it's why you don't breakout trade and why you always want to wait for the retracement if you missed the initial entry, right? So let's see if this can hold right here. I want to see if this can maintain a support as well, because I might look for a re-entry on this. Trade is still valid. I'm just being extra safe because it is pre-New York and we do have news today. Depending on the news plays out, the volume is either going to help us bring this back to the uptrend buy setups, or we're going to see a reversal take place and see possible sells next week. It looks like it's holding right here. New 5-minute about to pop up. Let's see how this next 15 looks. Again, we need to maintain this level of support for the buys and the bullish moves to come back into play, but we are still technically bullish right now. We just need to break that resistance level. If we don't, and we break past this point, 45.54, we're going to be back in reversal, possible bearish territory. Let's see if we can take out these highs here. So was that a nice one-on-one? Got wicked out. I'm looking to see if we can re-enter. I'm waiting for the next 15 to pop up to see if we hold this level of support. If so, I'm gonna re-enter gold. GJ did a nice retracement again, so I'm about to see if we can maintain this level of support right here. New 15 about to pop up in 5 minutes. New 5-minute just popped up. Again, we do have news later on today at 8:30 and 10 a.m. We'll be going live with the members at the 8:30 news event. So members be on the lookout for that link. So like I always say, we don't see any action between now and 6 a.m. Just wait for the 8:30 news and 9:30 market open. Obviously, we saw a quick move on gold. Well, that's the wrong gold chart. Quick move on gold. So I got wicked out of this. I'm gonna look for a possible re-entry though off this next 15. Was that a nice 1-to-1? Even if you would have got closed out here, I'm gonna look for a re-entry on this. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_way. TikTok, _playmakerway_. See what this new 15 looks like. Yeah, GJ pushed up. So y'all should be green on GJ if y'all took that setup right there. Everybody see what this next 15 looks like. So what we're waiting for the next 15 to pop up to see if we're going to maintain this level of support. If we can maintain, I'm going to re-enter it. I got worked out of this though, but the trade's still valid. SL hasn't gotten hit. But one of the most important things when it comes to trading is not letting winners turn to losers, especially when there's low volume. You either just hold SL or TB gets hit, or take what the markets give you and then try to re-enter it to show some more volume. All right, new 15 just popped up. Let's see if we can push back up. GJ's pushing. There goes my alert. So yeah, I might re-enter this in a second. I want to see if we push up a little bit more. Let's see if we'll push back up right here. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. So again, if y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. Appreciate those that like the live and be tuning in. Let's see if this holds. I want to see if it pushes past my alert. Now, GJ has done a big move today. Now, depending on if there's a lot of volume New York session and when the news pops off, we could see price break these highs and give us a new higher high. If price does not do that, we're going to see a big ass fucking reversal take place and then possibly go for sales next week on GJ. But at this moment, we're looking for buys on this bad boy. Alright, gold might reject that level. We'll see what happens in a second. And I'm still watching US30 today as well. The day just started. There's no rush to take a bunch of setups or force setups. Especially when we got news later. If there's low volume and there's news later, just wait till the volume picks up for your confirmations to be met. Yeah, so I'm going to wait for price to push back up before I enter that. Or I re-enter, I should say. All right, y'all. We're at a new 5 minute. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer. This is what GJ's looking like. Gold's pushing back up, and US30 still slowly retracing. So we got news at 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Unless something happens in the next hour, we're basically just watching paint dry, y'all. But we're still gonna be on to the next 15 closes. Yeah, I might re-enter this next 15, next hour if it closes right here. We took that GBPJPY, should be slowly in profit. But yeah, today should definitely be interesting. Today is going to set up next week, one way or another. We're going to round 2 on gold, y'all. We're going to see how this plays out. Again, for the uptrend to be back into play, we need to maintain 44.78 as support. GJ, as long as we can maintain 211.40 as support, we're going to be looking for buys going to 211.60, possibly back up to 211.80, and then US30. It could try to retest 49.60, but as of right now, we're going to look to see if we can retrace and maintain 49.240 as support. If so, we can look for buys going up to 49.390. If we call that as support, we can look for buys going back up to the all-time highs. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. Y'all make sure to be on the lookout for that. And like always, do not waste the weekend. Review y'all's trades. Catch up to the videos I dropped. And prepare yourselves mentally, because again, the weekend is just 2 days, right? So especially if you're not profitable yet, or the break-even stage where you're just getting to the profitable part, you need to keep your mind on track. I'm not saying you don't have fun or have no life, but you still need to put in like at least 2 hours a day on the weekends minimum on the charts. If you're for real about trading, that is. Shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everybody who's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free student, free Telegram. Make sure to get y'all's copies of the playbooks as well if you do not have them yet. And like always, you're interested in learning how to identify these levels by signaling service or mentorship programs. Hit those links in the description. Become a playmaker today. And yeah, peace, we out.